Greetings, fellow investigators, and welcome back to our video podcast, Into the Darkness, where my friends and I play the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. I'm your host, Tom Rayleigh. The campaign is Cold Fire Within. It was written by Christopher Smith Adair, and it's available from the Chaosium website and the Drive-Thru RPG website. Our game master is Zane Fleming, and this is episode 4. Our recap will be given by Jason Melnichuk as his character, Wyatt Chambers. So without any further delay, let's continue our journey into the darkness. Jason?
Thank you, Tom. I just, I don't know where to start. Well, I killed a man, so there's that. But let me start at the beginning of this horrible day. Damiel was able to track down that jewelry maker and find out that was actually an ancient symbol from Lomar. He was also being followed by some creepy guy. He escaped to a Chinese restaurant to get away. The rest of us had gone to investigate the home of Leo Fontanelli. That's where Milton discovered some very interesting books. Then the Forgotten Men pulled up. 7 men and a giant ape fascist, angry, knuckle-dragging troglodyte. Then, in one of the greatest lines in history, Prof, as I call him, Professor Marsden, in all of his glorious, perplexed and insulted the head troglodyte. His face was beet red. He had to try and save some face in front of his men. Reacted. Milton came forth and called his inner swashbuckler. My staff charged, and hell broke loose. In the end, 2 lie on the pavement. One of theirs, one of ours. 1 dead, 1 dying. I killed a man. Not good, man, but still a fellow human being, and I killed him. Hotwired a car, and we took off into the night with the smell of roasted fascist in our nostrils. We ditched the car in Chinatown and went to Boggles. Dorcher was in rough shape. The next morning, a New York City detective arrived questioning us. I think we're okay for now. I think. The groups at Bargles and Damiel Stalker was outside, very pale, very tall and spooky. We slept and took a mid-morning ferry trip to historical city of Weehawken, New Jersey, to a house up on the bluffs, a huge outcropping of natural rock cliff face, and to a house, the office space of Ferdinand Argus. I stayed outside. Marsden headed to the back to the greenhouse. The rest of the group went in. About 10 minutes later, I heard something. I'm not quite sure what it was. Is that a sickly cloud of yellow in the window? I'm not sure. Zane?
So, thank you very much, Jace. So first off, let's say Wyatt. So you were out on the street. Now, this, from where the street is to the house, it's a pretty decent chunk of space. So were you watching the street or were you watching the house?
No, I would be watching the street for more of those thugs, or maybe Argus to come walking around the corner.
Okay. In that case, give me your choice of a spot hidden or a listen.
All right. Spot hidden 55. Listen would be 45. 76. I failed on both.
Okay. In that case, Jet, you're just going to be standing out on the road, minding your own business. No problems. Marsden, give me a listen check.
45. I rolled a 97. I guess my professional curiosity about this greenhouse has taken the fore.
So you're standing in the greenhouse, all these yellow flowers around you giving off a kind of almost sickly sweet aroma. All of a sudden, you feel something in your back and hear that of a pistol.
May I presume that the greenhouse is off limits?
You're one of them from yesterday, aren't you?
One of them what, my good man?
One of the ones that... You're the ones that killed Jerry, aren't you?
Oh, was that his name, Jerry? The ape-like fellow.
Don't act stupid! Turn around!
Hands up. Peaceful now.
Turn around and you see a man in his probably kind of mid-30s, unsmiling, unkempt brown hair, wearing kind of dungarees, coveralls, very clearly a gardener. But you also recognize him, not from the group the other day, but you recognize him from one of the men from the Forgotten Men meeting you went to.
Oh, I didn't see
And he's holding a 45 automatic at you.
The name's Lethbridge. I don't believe I've made your acquaintance.
I saw you. You and your group been causing problems.
You know, we attended a public event. No harm was meant. We were rather unceremoniously removed.
Yeah, because you don't have the same views as we do. So you were just there to cause problems, which you proved the other day when Jerry and his group, they went to go stop you guys from poking around with our members of our group, and you killed him. To
be perfectly fair, we were fired upon by a larger group than ourselves in a rather unceremonious sort of attack.
Give me a persuasion or a fast talk or something along those lines.
Right. The only one I wasn't being very intimidating there. It's hard to be intimidating when you're looking down the barrel of a 45.
Oh, yes. Yep.
Oh!
Yep.
Well, it hardly matters because I rolled 3 zeros.
Okay.
There's that moment when you see a couple of zeros and you feel good, and then you see the third zero and you feel bad again.
And you're yeah. So he's gonna try and knock you out with the butt of the gun. So he's gonna do that action. So fighting brawl. Yes, that's a pass for him. So you're going to take 1 point of damage and you are knocked out, unless you want to. Well, no, you got a extreme fail. So yeah, so he knocks you out. Everything goes black. And unfortunately for you, Wyatt's watching the street. Okay, so Owen, Damiel, and Milton, you awaken feeling very stiff and kind of everything kind of sore and hurts, and you're lying on your back, and above you see the night sky.
Like just the sky?
Yeah, you
like we're out in the field or something?
Yeah.
I do not remember drinking this much.
Where did they throw us? Why didn't they kill us?
You're moving quite kind of slow. Like everything's very like stiff and just everything. You're moving real kind of slow and groggily. It's you're just slowly coming to. But yeah.
So we can see each other.
The ground is very hard beneath you. Yes, you can. If you kind of, it's a bit hazy and there's sort of like, you know, there'll be kind of 3 or 4 of each other, but then you're kind of slowly coming into focus.
Where are we?
Did we get
you want to take
gassed
a look
or
around?
something?
Well, yeah, I don't see how we could not take a look around.
All right, so Damiel, you look to your left and you see Saturn about maybe 100 yards from you.
Wait, I see what?
Saturn.
As in the big planet.
As in the planet?
And then you look around and realize that there's
wait,
on some like a large kind of rock thing, and then there's there seems to be a scattering of planets around where you are, and you can see some other planets off in the distance. And to realize the reason you're moving groggily is the pacing of the gravity. Sanity check.
So you're saying I'm in outer space?
Yeah.
I got an 01. I just wasted my 01 on a sanity check.
I take it that's the same for us too as well then.
Oh yeah. As you guys' visions coming to, you realize.
Rolled
It's
net.
past. Yeah.
Well,
if you pass,
is it just rock,
One.
or are there plants, or?
on the rock that you're on, it seems to be just sort of like a hard packed earth, but you can see on some of the other planets around you, some of them seem to have some more fauna-like things. Some look like they may even have some buildings or ruins or some kind of things on them. Give me a spot hidden.
20, 29. That's that is a hard. I'm still trying to understand what we're saying. You see, are we like on a planet?
Yeah, you seem to be on a small, a moon, if you will. And there seems to be, it's almost like Saturn's in the middle, and there seems to be, where you guys are standing, there's rocks off to one side and then rocks off to another, and Saturn seems to be in the middle.
Fellas,
So
what the hell were we hit with?
We're talking thousands of miles.
You would think so, but the way it's, you would think because of the size of Saturn, but it doesn't seem to be like that far between all these places.
So we're on like little planets, like in a model of the.
Yes, very similar. Like the rock you're on doesn't like it. You're not like this is Mars or whatever.
Okay.
You're just standing on a rock.
And the rock isn't
like
very big,
if you will.
Okay, like an asteroid.
Yeah. And then there's asteroids off to the.
A mile across?
No, probably a bit more than a mile. You're probably looking maybe.
Right. So there's we can see we're like in the rings of Saturn with
very similar. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we can breathe.
Mm-hmm.
This is weird. Is there anything like rocks, or you said there were some plants, but not on this one?
Not on this one, yeah. So this is almost feels like quite hard packed earth, but you can see on some of the other rocks some sort of fauna. Further along, you can see it looks like some of them might have buildings or stuff on them. It's at this point, the three of you give me listen checks.
We can hear in outer space. This obviously is some sort of construct, because.
Oh, that's a 90.
Regular from
they heard I failed by 3 points. I'm not going to spend the luck.
Okay, so Milton, you hear behind you the sound of Percy Langhorne groggily getting to his feet.
I was wondering where he was going to get to.
And you almost notice for the first time as you look at Percy, he's wearing like some strange kind of rags, robe type things, like almost made out of cheesecloth by the looks of them. And then looking down, you realize you're wearing the exact same thing as well as your other two compatriots.
Who the hell dressed me in this fashion crime?
So all of our things are gone. My hat's gone. My
everything's gone. You're
shoes
wearing...
and socks are gone.
Yep.
Fuck.
You're wearing almost like it's like almost feels like a kind of a skin-like fabric for like an animal skin-like fabric as like leggings, and then a cloth cheesecloth type kind of top, and then strapped together with a belt over the top.
Okay.
I'm gonna try. I'm not sure if this works or if there's gonna be a role associated with it. Basically, try and deny this by going, no, this is not the kind of shit I would be dressed in. My tailor would not be seeing me dead in this. Seeing if I can defy this reality and substitute my own.
You think it's a dream?
Give me,
or an illusion of some kind.
I guess. Give me, what would that be? Give me a power roll, I guess, to try and see if you can.
Just a regular.
So yeah, you kind of do the classic, like, am I dreaming? Pinch myself. No, you can feel the pain of the pinch on your arm.
Click my heels, try and avoid the falling house.
Yeah, so you're sort of doing that, and you're kind of trying to look around. So Percy, as I said, he's gotten to his feet, and he's sort of like looking around. Where have you taken me? Where?
What do you mean? Where we
have taken
you?
Us? Yeah.
Get away from me! And he starts to run. He runs off away from the three of you, away from Saturn. He's kind of turned around and started bolting that way.
Can I get an idea if that's actually like a genuine reaction from him, or is he putting on an act?
Sure, give me a psych roll. The three of you can do that if you wish.
Yeah.
Yes, regular.
No, failed by 4.
I actually got a hard.
Milton, he seems pretty terrified, pretty genuinely. Damiel, you're adamant he's white in the face. He's scarpering, like he has no idea what's going on, and he's out of there.
Okay, so he has no. I do think that he has no idea what he's doing. Well, you said the gravity was weird. Is it heavier or lighter or?
Definitely like a heavier. Like it's feeling like you kind of almost if you were wearing the spacesuit. The kind of you gotta kind of push through.
How the hell did we get here? I mean, we were just in a room.
Give me spot hiddens.
I was gonna say, do we remember the yellow cloud?
Yes, no, you remember everything. The yellow cloud hit, and then everything went black.
I got 49 out of 60. I passed.
That's a hard success for me.
Fail.
Okay, Damiel, so you're looking around, and you can see what looks like maybe 2 football fields away. As you go to the edge of the rock you're on, and you kind of look down, and you can see on one of the rocks in the far distance is a door.
Is that a door? Is that the door out of here? The door back to where we were?
Owen, you have been watching off after Percy as he scarpers away, and as he sort of gets to the edge of his rock, there's some other rocks not too far from it, and you see him jump, and then out of nowhere, a panther-like creature jumps out from behind a rock that's all like weird and like pink and pulpy with these fangs and multiple different eyes, just comes up and cracks him between the ribs and jumps down, and an ear-splitting scream rakes through and makes you all jump. Sanity check from Owen.
So glad I found that spot hidden now. Yay!
No, failed again.
Okay, it's going to be a 1d4.
Why is Owen screaming?
2 points of sanity damage. I was enjoying this drug-induced trip until that point. We need to run now.
As you're watching, you see 4 other panther-like creatures emerge out onto the rocks, and they all start feeding on the body of Percy.
We all see this now?
If you've turned around, yep,
yeah,
you'll see.
Have they noticed us?
We need to run to the door.
Is the door behind them, or where is it? in relation to them?
I think it's in the opposite direction. Because I was looking at the door.
You guys are here, and the cats are here.
The big cats.
And the door is way over there. Oh.
And the door's over here.
So we're going to have to, how do we get to the other rocks? Do we, jump and fly through space?
And jump over there.
Yeah.
So, if you guys are about to kick off, we're going to be doing a chase.
Oh boy.
We also need to find something that we can defend ourselves if we need to. So like plants or sticks or.
So first thing I need to do is I need con checks from the three of you. Constitution checks.
I got an 05 out of 50. That's extreme.
Just a regular from me.
Hard success from me.
Okay, so that means
Damiel goes up her speed, up her move rate, I think.
Oh, I know.
Damiel goes up.
Mm-hmm.
Damiel goes up. Regular pass means you stay, and then hard pass is you stay the same. You have to get an extreme to go up. So that means, and we're going to be going in. Now, the way this works is you have moves. So if you on the diagram I showed before, there was numbers on the planets, and basically that means to get there'll be obstacles and hazards. Obstacles are things you can use to move to get over. So like you've got to jump over this fence, that takes one extra move. Whereas a hazard, you have to roll to pass it, and you cannot pass it until you've had a successful roll. So for instance, jumping from each planet, that is a hazard. So you have to roll to make it successful across that path.
Oof.
Yeah.
Why did I not put extra points in jump?
So yeah, we're going to go in dex order.
65.
80.
Right, so I don't need Marsden. So 75 for Milton. Damiel is 65 and Owen is 80. So
Yeah.
80 you'll be going first. Let me just double check my my kitty cats. Like itty bitty kitty cats.
These are cats from Saturn, aren't they?
Oh, they have a dex of 95, so the cats
God.
are getting the move first. But there is the rock they're on. There's rock between you and them. So you guys are on third rock. There's rock, and then they're on that one. So they're equivalently 2 spaces behind.
Well, and they're also eating Percy, aren't they?
Some of them are. So there in total there's 4 of them. Yeah.
How big are these things?
About the size of a panther.
Okay. That's not huge.
Big enough.
Yeah, it's big enough, but I mean, it's not like a bear.
Mm-hmm.
That thing's horrifying.
Yep. Okay, so, Owen, what would you like to do, my friend?
I would like to run as fast as I can.
Okay, so you can go to the left. All right, Saturn's pretty much directly if you turned away from the cat, Saturn's directly in front of you, and there's some rocks off to your left and rocks off to your right.
I'll take the one on the left, the rocks on the left.
Okay, so you're bolting for the left. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
1 second. Okay. So you get to the kind of the edge of the rock you're on now, and you're going to attempt to jump across, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I don't think I have a choice.
Okay. Okay. So to give you guys an idea of how many moves you've got, so let me work this out. Because we've got an 8, a 9, and a 9, I believe. And then the cats are a 9 as well. So So you guys have got the nines. You've got 3 movements per action. So like you can do 3 things. Milton, you've got 2.
Like,
You can save your moves. If you say I'm just going to jump, and then you could say I'm not going to do anything else. That would then move that extra move that haven't used to future moves, so that you can build up your move point or your action. Sorry. Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, Owen, give me a jump roll.
Nope, that's an 85.
Okay, that is going to be 1d8.
6.
You take 6 points of damage.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
As you see Owen jump to kind of make it, and the gravity just pulls him down and slams him back into the earth where he was standing. Correct me if I'm wrong, Owen, but that takes you that you didn't have enough hit points?
No, he's got 2 left.
Yeah, I've got 2 left.
You got 2 left? Okay, awesome. So you kind of hit down. Give me a 1d3 very quickly.
2.
All right, you've lost 2 points of movement from from doing that, which means I believe because you had
3.
3. So yeah,
so it's done.
You're done for this round. But both Milton and Damiel, you guys have seen him go to run and jump, and the planet's almost like started to shift as he sort of jumped, and he just slammed right back down into the earth where he was.
Well, I assume we're all doing this at the same time, so I'm of course going to run right over to where he is. But it's not my turn yet.
The next person to move is going to be the cats held because they were preoccupied. I'm going to bring them in at the end. So let's go. I think it's Milton. You're next. Left or right?
I am gonna. Well, he's gonna need help dragging himself up. So I'm gonna smash my face into a rock by the sound of it because I am absolutely shit at jumping.
Yeah, you can spend luck.
True, but I still don't think I'm going to spend that much. 97.
Ooh. All right. Give me 1d8.
Yeah. I land with style 5.
Ooh. Yeah, so you probably the only reason you don't take 6 like Owen is you land on top of Owen.
He broke my fall.
Yeah.
He broke my legs.
It still hurts like a bitch. And then give me a 1d3. Not that there's much because
I roll 1, I lose the rest for this turn anyway.
Yeah, exactly. You lose a round. Okay, and Damiel. Left or right?
Oh well, I'm. If they didn't make it off the rock, I'm not leaving the rock. Are there any loose rocks or anything around?
Give me a luck roll.
11. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So yep, you'll find kind of looking around, you see something like a decent sized rock that you could pick up.
So what I'm going to do is I am going to take the tunic or whatever you called it, made out of cheesecloth. I'm going to try to tear it and make a sling, a kosh. I'll even use my belt if I have to make something that I can defend them because I'm not going to leave them.
Okay.
And I also tell them to stay down. Maybe they won't notice us.
Getting up's going to be a problem as it is.
Okay, so that's one of your actions. Is you've taken that off and you've made shift a
weapon,
as you said, a sling type thing. So that's one action. You've got 2 more.
I'll make the same thing for both of them. I'll use rocks to make them both weapons, because I don't think we're getting off this rock. At least not if those creatures come out. And we're trying to stay low so that maybe the creatures won't notice us.
Okay.
I don't see any other way.
Cool. So they're gonna you're gonna make with your other two moves. You're gonna make using your own cloth, or you're gonna try and rip their.
I might have to use theirs. Whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
My character's not modest.
Yeah. All right. So the three of you now are topless, with no belts, and Damio has made shift some things, and there is he's found one rock, but yeah, you can potentially look for others. So the cats are gonna notice you now because of the noise being made with the ripping of the cheesecloth and the two humans slamming back down into the earth. They kind of make a weird kind of gurgling, purry kind of, and it's weird. The eyes sort of like, as they're like looking down and they're gnawing at the body of Percy, their teeth are going, and their eyes seem to kind of suck into their body and then reappear on the side as they look out to you, and then the rest kind of slides across. So it seems like they're able to kind of manipulate their bodies to kind of
amorphous.
Do weird. Yeah. And so they're gonna head over towards dinner. All right. So cat number one. Cat number one is he's not going to make it across to the next bit. Cat number one slams back in, and he takes no damage because yep. Cat number two, he makes it across. Cat number three does not make it across, and cat number four makes it across.
Cats.
Okay, so two of the cats are now on the smaller rock. That's just away from the rock that you guys are on now.
We got to kill these things. When they come over here, just aim for their head.
Bodies like liquid.
What's that?
Bodies like liquid.
They can splatter, maybe.
You'll have to make them even more like liquid.
All right, Owen.
Yeah, well, again, for reference, Owen's on 2 hit points, so he's not going to be doing any jumping. So he will take the makeshift kosh off Damiel and just get ready, like swing it round in circles, build a bit of momentum, and I guess that's his go.
After we...
you have three actions. Keep that in mind, okay? So if you're just going, I'm just going to jump, that's an action. If you're going to I'm going to choose one of my movements to prepare myself for the jump, bonus dice, because you've gone cool, your time with the jump out. You've got 3 actions. You don't have to go, I'm just going, you think about how many actions you've got and what you can do in that time.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we've all said that we're staying here, and if I take another fall, that's me dead. So I think we're just going to stick with the plan and stand stalwart.
Your one action is you're going to prepare to fight. All right, give me a spot hidden.
We're also conversing. I'm telling him if we can kill these things or stop them, we could use 2 of us to throw the other person to the next rock and then use our cloth to...
Good thinking.
We should also direct our attack as well, so each target the same thing.
So what was that on the spot hidden?
70 out of 75.
Okay, so you find another rock to be able to put in your sling. What do you want to do? Do you want to use your other 2 points, or do you want to save them for your next round?
Oh, we can save them. Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna save them, and like Milton said very intelligently, we'll all try and target the same one.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna save your last 2 points, which means in the next one you'll have 5 actions.
Yeah.
Milton, I believe you were next.
I need a big rock. But I'm not so good with a sling or anything projectile. But I can pick up a rock and I can bring it down on their little pussy head.
Okay. In that case, give me a spot hidden.
I may have misspoke. I don't mean like a sling to fling the rock. I mean a kosh, a blackjack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you want to
basically a rock in the sock, so I can crack it down on their heads if they come near.
Yeah, like putting batteries in a tube sock.
Exactly.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Okay. Milton, how'd you do?
23 is a hard pass.
Yeah. So yeah, same as well. You find a nice rock that can fit in your makeshift sling. Well, you've got one more action. Do you want to save it as well, or
hold?
Okay. And Damiel, you've got 3 actions. What do you want to do?
Just prepare.
So you're going to hold your 3 actions as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's start. Cat number 1 is still on the first place, so he's going to try and make the jump over, and he gets an 0-2. So yeah, he gets right across. Cat number 2 is the one that's jumping now onto the rock you guys are on. He makes it across. Cat number 3, he's on the first one. He does not make it across. He's still stuck on the first one. And cat number 4 is trying to make it over you guys now and gets an 0-2 again. So, yep, you now have 2 cats on the same place as you.
We should have gone over to the place where they were crossing.
By the sounds of it, we are getting into some meaty combat now. So, Dex order. The cats have a 95. Do any of you guys have talents that let you attack first, that kind of thing?
Only with firearms, and we don't have any.
In that case, cat number 1, actually there's 3 of you, so let's go 1, 2, 3. Cat number 1 is going to go for number 3, Milton.
Yay.
Cat number 1 is going to go for you, and the next cat is going to go for Damiel. Hang on, I'll bring up my attacks for these beautiful felines.
They do this wonderful combat maneuver of just go wrap themselves around your legs in a nice, affectionate, non-harmful way.
And rub you.
Okay, so Milton, the first cat pounces and sort of as midair coming down is about to land on you. It's an attack, fighting brawl. You want to dodge like or fight back?
Dodging like
dodge.
A bitch.
Okay.
95.
He got a 93.
Okay.
So you sort of like go to dodge, and because of the weight of everything, you kind of stumble a bit to the side, and you've hit the ground, but it sort of slides and skids past you as well. The second cat is going for Damiel. Similar sort of thing. It's coming up. It's pounced, and it's about to land on top of you, Damiel.
I am going to swing my kosh right at its head as it's coming at me, so I'm fighting back.
Fighting back, okay.
Brave.
That's brawl.
Yes.
I got a 25 out of 65.
Which is a
hard.
He also got a hard. Are you willing to spin the luck, go to an extreme?
25 down to 13. What is that? Hate my math.
12.
12. I'll spend 12 points. Sure.
Okay. In that case you win. So hang on. Let me go. I don't know off the top of my head how much cost damage does.
It's 8 points of damage.
There you go. Okay. Roll me a 1d8, please.
7.
All right. It takes. So that was cat number.
They have 394.
Yeah.
Not quite that bad. Not quite that.
And 20 points of armor. Yeah.
But yeah. So the cat sort of you see the club or the kosh, sorry, kind of fling in, and that goes into the body, makes a dent, and then the rest of the body kind of sucks around it and pulls the kosh out of your hand. But the cat is howling, and as it kind of slides off to the other side, now with a bit of cheesecloth just hanging out the side of its body.
My gosh.
Okay, next in the round, I believe, is Owen.
Gosh, damn it.
Gosh, damn it. Seeing that just get stuck into its body, I'm going to instead throw the rocks instead.
Okay, in that case, give me a throw roll.
Which I'm terrible at. Let's try.
Which one are you throwing it at the one that Damiel hits?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right, no worries. Well, in that case, he can dodge because he hasn't.
That's a fail anyway.
Okay, let's see if he. Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, you kind of fling over the cat, and it kind of like gurgly growls at you and bears it's like it has like 3 rows of jagged, spiky teeth that kind of come off at different angles.
Like a shark.
Yeah, very much so. Okay, and then we go to who was next in that round. I believe it was Milton.
Mm-hmm.
7-5.
Okay, well, I have a big rock. When you say it went into the kosh, went into the thing, did it just like absorb the rock?
Kind of, yeah. So when it went in, it's almost like, like the indent went in, it went boom, because it was like, imagine if it hit a rock into jelly or something like that, and it went in, and then the body sort of just like wrapped around it, and it's so the rocks now kind of. That's very much, now that they're up close, that's kind of what their skin looks like. You can actually see through their skin, and it kind of looks like jello. Yeah.
So
it's like,
actually,
when you tie meat up, and it kind of has that. That's very much what it looks like.
Yay. I think I'm gonna have to throw it then, because I don't want to get my fist stuck in the thing. So, yeah, bring the rock over its head and just like slam it down on top of its head.
Okay, give me
because it's dodged in the round. Do I get my bonus die for outnumbers?
So okay, so you're going to go for the one that Damiel hit or the one that attacked you?
No, the one that Damiel hit, because we need to do.
Okay, yes, he
damage.
Yes, he has dodged in this round, so you can just fighting brawl.
Right. I'll go with the 15 then. So that's a hard.
Okay, roll damage on a rock, which there is an actual specific stat for. I will find it very quickly. Give me a moment.
I think it's like a D6 plus damage bonus or something like
that. It is something like that. I'll just very quickly double check.
That makes sense. That's why the kosh is more, because you're putting a lot of force by.
It is a 1d4 and half a dB.
That's a half of 0 is 0. So.
Okay, so it's a 1d4.
Yay! Where's my sword when I need it? 4. Hey.
Boom. So, as I said, the cat was sort of dodging the stones that Owen was kind of throwing at it and hissing at him, and then all of a sudden, this kind of dark shape kind of appears above the cat, and it looks up just as you bring the stone down on its head, and you all get splattered with like some kind of weird orange goo as it kind of the cat's head explodes all over the 3 of you.
Marmalade.
I've got absolutely
sanity check from the cat exploding gunk all over you.
I was going to say, if there's a chance, depending on how I hold my shit together, which I do, thankfully.
Cool.
I was wondering if I could try the world's worst intimidate and try and roar to scare the other ones off, to say, "Hey, we've just taken one of you down. Do you want a piece of us?"
That's kind of what I was going to do. Yeah.
So how did the other 2 do with the cat exploding all over
Humble.
you?
I pass.
Okay, that's going to be a 1d4, Owen.
I think a fumble, you take max. Is that right?
Yes. If you got
Yeah.
100, yeah. Or yeah. So 4 points of sanity.
And if
Oh,
you
that's
pass,
just-
1 for a pass.
I'll suck that up with a luck.
Yep. I don't need that one anymore. Okay, so you've taken out 1. Now we go back to the top of the round. The other 2 cats are going to try and get across. Give me 1 second. Okay, so finally, I think it was cat number 2 has finally got off the first rock and is on the second one. He's not with you guys yet, but he's coming. And the cat that was on the second rock is across. So now you have 2 cats on the same rock with you at the moment. So with a 95, these 2 are going to attack again.
do I have time to get my Kosh back?
Yeah, yes, you probably would. As the one, there's still one. Let me see if the one that's on is going to attack you, because that'll determine. And he is going to go for Owen. So now, yes, you would have time because you're not being attacked. The one that's on there, the one coming across is going to go for Owen.
Oh.
So they've obviously smelt the possibly you're bleeding from your fall or something like that, and they've just smelt the weakest link in the group. And as the one on the rock is jumping for you, the other one seems to kind of be coming in low, so you're kind of being attacked from
Flanked.
high and low. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the first one's going to go for a fighting brawl of a bite. So let's. How would you like to fight back or dodge?
Gonna have to fight back, but I don't think it's gonna make a
Okay.
difference. They like the smell of the Irish blood.
Smells like
That
Jameson's.
is, it does. Regular
So-
pass.
Regular pass. He also got a regular pass, and of
So
course
he
you don't
wins.
have luck to spend. Okay, so that is going to be a 1d6 plus a 1d4.
Oh God. Yeah, I am dead. Plus 1d4.
Yes.
Yeah, 7 points. It just rips my throat out.
Yeah, basically you guys watch as the cat sort of comes around. The one's coming up, one's coming low, and the cat just it extends its jaws longer than any should, and it just chomps it down on Owen's head. And as it does, Owen's body sort of seems to kind of just slowly fade out of just fade. He just sort of fades away out of existence.
Took a Saturn for the worst.
Huh.
Owen, sanity check for seeing Owen.
Hell yeah! But hopefully that means there's a way out of here if you can just fade away.
It's
Well,
gone with
maybe
you.
he's fade away permanently from everything.
That'd be a fail from me.
I pass.
Okay, fail is going to be a 1d6.
Yeah, I've got luck. So, 4. Yeah, I'm gonna suck that up with some luck again.
Okay, no worries. So the second cat obviously was coming in to do a chomp down. Owen's been nullified, so he's going to go for the closest person to him, which is going to be...
He's changing his
Milton.
attack in the middle of the attack.
Well, he was going to be the second attack. I mean, okay. I mean,
Wasn't he jumping in the air? How's he gonna?
That's the one that got him.
He
No,
swerves.
that one cat was jumping in the air. The other one was coming in low.
Oh, okay.
But no, that's fair. I said he was attacking things, so I'll let that one slide. He attacked the back end of so Owen's legs and head were getting chomped down on by some kitty cat.
Okay.
All right. So next up in that case is Milton.
Hopefully, I have a big rock right in front of me from having smushed.
You've
skull.
still got the same one.
All right, bring it down on one of them's heads. The one that's
Okay.
closest.
All right. He is the one that's closest is gonna fight back with his claw. He failed as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you both failed. So you sort of again, guys, you're tripping over a lot of stuff here. So you sort of trip over and he sort of swipes at where your arm was, but kind of you both kind of fumble over each other. And then we go to Damiel.
The one that's on top of where Owen was, that's landed.
Okay.
I'm going to use my kosh almost like a golf club and try to bring it up under its head and smash it.
This one's gonna. This one, is it the same one that Milton's just attacked?
No,
or is it the other one?
It's the one that, well, unless did you attack the one that had pounced?
Whichever the closest one was.
Both of them pounced.
All right, I'm gonna do the one that killed Owen. That's the one I'm after.
Okay, that's not the one he attacked. So he's going to try and dodge you. He's not going to fight back.
Okay. 15.
He got an 82, so he's going to be taking. Is that an extreme?
No, but I can make it an extreme.
You can if you'd like to.
I'm going to make it an extreme.
Do maximum damage.
All right, so he takes max damage.
That's 8 points.
Similar sort of thing. You bring the kosh up. You sit under its jaw.
Yeah.
Okay, so you bring it up. Same thing as before. Kind of hits the skin, and then the skin just kind of wraps around it.
Okay.
Give me a strength check.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try. I'm gonna try not to let go this time.
Yeah.
I don't have much strength. Let's see. Now I got 85 out of 50. So he rips it out of my hand.
Oh yeah, he just kind of as a cat would do, kind of backs up and just kind of shakes its head.
I think I'm also
lose grip of it.
I'm also doing kind of what Milton said. I'm screaming and yelling and waving my hands at it, trying to intimidate.
Okay.
Sure.
So okay, now we've got the other two cats. Let's see if the first one.
For anybody watching, this is Pulp.
Cat. All right. Finally, the third cat has joined the party. He's on the same island with you all. So, but you're only for this round. You're only going to be attacked by 2 because he's just got here. So you're just getting attacked by the 2 that are here. So, the first cat, which is the one that you tried to kill, Milton, he is going to fight. He's going to try and get you.
Dodge.
So fighting brawl. Dodge. Okay. No worries.
Yay. Hard on my dodge.
Hard. He got a regular. So you win. So yeah, same sort of thing. You're managing to get your feet in the weight of everything at the moment now. So he kind of swings away from you. The second cat, this is the one with the kosh sticking out of its throat. It's going to try and claw at Damiel.
Okay, I'm going to try to dodge.
You're going to try dodge? Okay.
No.
Okay, he got a regular. Do you
I failed. It's a lot of points. It's a lot of points to spell. I'm not going to spend a lot of points.
Okay, in that case, it's going to be a 1d4 plus a 1d4.
Oh. Where's my 1d4? There it is. 4 and 4. Ugh. Damn.
Okay, so it's 8 points of damage.
All right, that's cool.
And Milton, same sort of thing. You see Damiel kind of get clawed across the chest. Did you see his chest burst open and blood start to spill as he lets out an almighty scream? His body just sort of starts to fade away.
It's not that much. I've still got plenty of points left.
So you're not okay. Cool then. So yeah, no, he hits the ground then with blood spurting out. He hasn't faded away, but yeah, he's just got blood spurting out of his chest at the moment as he's trying to hold off the sludgy kind of. It's almost like imagine a plastic bag full of custard.
Okay. If I'm trying to hold it off, I'm going to try to stick my fingers in its eyes.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Now we're back to the top of the round. So now it's you guys' turn to attack. So Milton, again, there's one cat near you.
You got to concentrate fire, otherwise it's going to be pointless. So the one that Damiel's already hurt, bring the rock down on its head.
Cool. That's the one that's on top of him at the moment. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. He's gonna try and dodge you.
I swing a rock.
Oh, yeah, he failed his dodge as well. So
Mm.
basically, he kind of, while still holding onto Damiel, turns its body. So Damiel's still underneath it, and you kind of just come down near it. The second cat. So now it's Damiel's turn, and now it can't dodge.
Bonus die.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, but I'm pinned to the ground, right, with this thing.
Yeah, but you said you were going to go.
Yeah, I'm going to try to gouge into its eyes with my thumbs.
All right, fighting brawl. It can't do anything because it's just dodge. So you get a bonus dice.
I got an
I think
O2.
I think it can still react. It's just that the aggressor gets the bonus die because we can react against any attack.
Well, I got an O2.
Okay.
I mean, it's hard not to hit its eyes when they're right.
Oh, totally. Exactly. What's your unarmed damage? He's
Unarmed
D3 plus
damage,
bonus.
1d3 plus damage bonus. I don't have any damage, so 1 point of damage.
No, you don't. You
okay.
don't roll. You just do max if you.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you get
okay,
3.
3. Okay. So it kind of howls in pain as you kind of put your fingers in. The eyes sort of pop, and like this kind of green oozy kind of. It's got like almost a sewer smell to it. Kind of drips down onto your face as it kind of just rips its way away from you and kind of scatters over to the ground. And it's like hissing and it's screaming. Yeah, you can feel the goo that's now on your face sort of starts to sting a little bit and steam a bit as well.
I'm also saying my prayers because I'm expecting.
Yeah, makes sense.
Hopefully, heaven's better than this shit.
Damiel, give me a spot hidden.
54. Yeah, 54 out of 60, so regular.
You sort of see from the corner of your eye. You almost have to do a double take, but walking across one of the other planets, kind of towards you, is the man in the suit.
The guy from the street?
Yep.
Okay.
You've got an interdimensional stalker now, or interplanetary stalker.
I look at him and I go, what?
Okay, so now we're at to the top of the round, and you guys got three cats. So first cat is gonna go for Milton.
Dodge like hell.
Dodge, cool.
Regular dodge.
Yeah, he failed, so you're fine. Again. Second cat is going to go for Damiel.
I'm going to try to dodge. I've been rolling really good. I got a 12.
He got a 2.
Oh, well. Oh, well.
Well, what
So
degrees,
I rolled terribly for Milton's cat.
And some luck.
what degree of success is that for Damiel though?
Yeah, what
did I roll? A 12.
You got a 12.
For
but
dodge.
It's an aggressor and a.
It's a hard. But
You can make it an
But even if he went down to a.
Oh, that's
Right,
true.
he did dodge.
can't.
Yeah, he dodged. Yeah, I thought he attacked. That's a very good point. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go down to 6. I'm gonna waste all. Yeah, okay. I'll spend 6 points and make it an extreme.
Just checking, Milton and Damiel. What is your current luck?
49.
Okay. Damiel?
It's now down to. Wait a second. It's now down to 52.
52. Okay.
We're pretty close.
All right. So then we're up to the third cat, and this is the one that's pretty severely injured. So it is going to cast its spell.
No, just keep with the hitting and missing.
That's going to be cast fire.
Just kill me.
Summon Furball.
Yeah, summon Furball.
Furball. No.
Or Tribble. Yeah, one of the two.
Litterbox.
Okay. Give me both of you. Give me luck rolls.
Oh.
Oh no, 87.
No, 70.
Okay, so Tom, you got the worst roll. The cat sort of looks at you and lets out kind of like a belching hiss, and you kind of get hit with this wave of the scent that emerges out of its mouth, and you just sort of feel your body kind of lock up and go stiff. So you can't do any action for the next round. Yeah, you're frozen in carbonite.
I've had a cat shit me before. I know the smells those things can make. Ugh.
So that cat, that was the action of that cat. So Milton, your move.
Heavily injured one, again, try with a rock to the head.
Okay.
Ah.
It's gonna fight back. How'd you do?
72 is a massive fail.
It got a regular on its scratch. Okay, so it's going to be a 1d4 plus a 1d4. Actually, I'll get you can roll a 1d4 and a 1d4.
So 2d4.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, of course.
I was going to say, was there something special about one of them?
Yeah.
4 points total.
Okay, so yeah, you take 4 points of damage from as you're kind of going near the cat, sort of just scratched under your belly.
Yeah.
All right, now we're back to the top of the round, I believe, because Damiel can't move this round. He's not doing too great. So the first cat is going to go for Milton again.
Dodge. How bad was your fail? I'm hoping yours was a fail because mine was.
Mine
as well.
was 87. Yeah, mine was 87. This
91.
cat is useless. He's failed every single.
Just keep on doing it like that. That's all I need.
This is your guy's favorite cat.
He's a pussy.
Yeah. Cat number 2 is going to go for Damiel.
I just stand still.
He got an 04, and he is 1d6 and a 1d4.
Really?
It's max damage because he got an 04.
But can Damiel react this round, or is he still frozen?
Yes,
I'm still frozen.
Yes.
So he did 10 points of damage to me.
No, you can try and
1d6 and 24. Yeah.
Yeah, I've still got 5 points left.
Oh no, he can't. Because it's not up to his round yet. He's frozen until he gets to his.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
That's harsh.
So
he's just tearing me apart.
Yeah, this one's just clawed right at. He's biting into your shoulder now. And you can kind of, how someone like they're opening their mouth, but you can hear them screaming in pain.
Uh-huh.
That's what's happening. Now the third cat is going to try and finish the job because this is the cat that you burst the eyeballs out of. So he's going to come and try and finish the job by feeding on Damiel's head.
I forgive you.
And he fails. He jumps right over Damiel's head.
They say I've got a hard head.
All right. Now it's Milton.
Here, kitty,
Again,
kitty.
The one that's the most heavily injured. Try and bring the rock down.
Yeah, that's the one that just jumped over. Okay, go for it. He's gonna try and dodge. I guess. Yeah.
I'm gonna spend 3 points of luck to make it a success.
He got a 14.
Ah, fuck you.
Do you want to spend the luck?
No.
Okay. Okay, and then that goes Damiel. You can move.
I'm coming to see it, Owen. I've got 5 points of I don't know what to do at this point. I'm gonna pick up a handful of dirt and throw it in its face.
Okay, that'd be.
Hopefully, it'll blind
a
it.
maneuver. So the one that's I'm on your shoulder. I'm
The one
guessing,
that's
not
trying
the-
to, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Got a 55, which is just a regular.
We got 100, so it's just going to take max damage.
So I rub it in his
your-
eyes.
Yeah. So I'm going to say, what's your unarmed damage?
D3.
1d4?
D3.
Okay, so it takes 3 points of damage, and it's permanent blinded. Okay.
I'm sorry, kitty cat. It's not your fault.
Don't be sorry.
Okay.
You're trying to kill us.
Back to the top of the round. The worst cat in history is going to try and attack Milton again.
I'm the worst dodger in history by the sound of it. So again, we'll just do this dance. Hey! 05.
Oh, he got a 19.
That's an I'm on
Hang
an
on.
extreme on my
Let's-
dot.
Yeah, I'll have to double check. No, it was only hard. It was a hard, so you win. You get. He finally gets a good roll, but that's good. That's good. All right, so he was so close to getting you, but you just sort of like lay flat and he just skidded over the top of you. But again, you kind of the underbelly. Again, it felt like a plastic bag full of custard. It's not, and it's slimy and gross, and it stinks. These cats stink to high heaven. This smells worse than Wyatt on a hot, summer's day, in his workshop.
Smells worse than Barry.
Okay, so the second cat, which is the one that is now blinded, so I'm going to give it a penalty dice on its attack because it can't see what the hell anything is. So it is going to attack Damiel, because you probably would have been closest thing to it at that point as you kind of got it off. So dodge or fight back?
Well, I'm still on the ground, so I think if it comes at me with its mouth, this is going to sound strange, but I'm going to take my fist and try to ram it right down its throat.
Punch it in the tonsils.
Okay. All right, so that'll be a fighting brawl. It's a fight back. Okay.
79. Yeah, I didn't pass.
Okay. First one was a 46, and the second one
Surprisingly
was a
tough.
14. So it has to take the 46.
Yeah.
Which is, I believe,
Just say fail.
it is a fail. So that the cat sort of chomps down, but that misses you because it can't really quite see where it is. And then the final cat is the one that's really badly injured. As I said, it wants Damiel bag because it's pissed off. This one's not fully blinded, but this is the one that had some eyes popped out by Damiel. So it's going to try and bite Damiel.
All right, I'm going to try to dodge that one.
Yep.
Where's my dodge? No, not even close.
89. So this one also just kind of you're rolling around enough that you're keeping itself away from itself.
Do you want to lose another eye, you stupid bastard? No, I don't call it names. I'm a Christian.
Give me another spot hidden, Tom.
90. Yeah, I'm too busy looking into the eyes of death.
Okay. Fair, that's fair enough. That
I'm
makes
waiting to see my guardian angel show up to take me to heaven. But
okay, I believe that takes us. It's Milton.
Again, with the one that's the most damaged, trying to bring a rock down on their face.
Okay. It's gonna fight back.
Ugh. Yay! At least I hit. It's only a regular, but I hit.
97.
Yes! You sucker!
That is a critical fail. So again, I'm just going to do max damage, but this thing only had 1 hit point left anyway. So pretty much as it was trying to go for Damiel, you bring that thing down. Same as the last time, that spits out and pops everywhere. And the other two cats kind of howl and well, one of them doesn't because it can't see anything that's going on. So that one's still just kind of madly waving. The other one kind of is being a bit more trepidatious. It's prowling. You know what I mean? Like it's sizing you up and it's being much more careful of where it's going to place its hits now. It's seeing you as formidable opponents.
Damn fucking right it should.
Okay, so now we're back to the top. And kitty cat number 1, who's the worst cat in the world, as we've determined.
Damiel gets an action.
Oh, yes, of course, yes. Sorry, yes, you do, Damiel.
Is there a cat near me?
Yes, it's the blind one.
Well, action 1, I'm going to try to get back to my feet. And if it's blind, I'm going to kick the fuck out of it. Oh, pardon my language. I think I'm allowed to use foul language at this point.
Yes, of course. I think you've well and truly filled that one out.
01.
Cool. It can't dodge because it has no idea the foot's coming.
Right. What does the
so
foot
what I'm going to do? I'm going to
unarmed.
So
yeah, be unarmed. But I'm gonna do something a little special here. So as your foot was sort of coming up to the under the jaw of this cat, everything freezes. And into your vision walks the man in the double-breasted suit and the hat and the pale skin and the grey eyes. Hello, Damian.
I'm frozen.
You can speak.
Who are
if you look around you, you can see the other cats aren't moving. Milton's not moving.
Who are you?
That is unimportant at this time. What is important is you. Since you were a boy, you've been trying to keep your true self, kept it down. I'm sure, and obviously I cannot blame you completely. Your parents, well, they did not know what to do, so they went to the only thing they could, their church. Your faith has been blinding you.
Yeah, I don't believe in you, devil. You're the devil.
Oh, I'm much worse than the devil, my friend.
Well,
but here, allow me to enlighten you. And he reaches forward and places both hands around your head, and you can see his fingers almost start to glow with a white heat, and your head just starts to kind of warm up, and you can just feel a pain kind of rushing through your entire body as something like deep within you that you've kind of always known was there. All of a sudden, it's like the lock to that lockbox bursts open, and Pandora's box just opens up, and all of a sudden you feel this like huge force, and time comes rushing back, but instead of your foot connecting, you can almost feel it with your mind. You just throw this force of power of some kind, just hits the cat, and it flings it off the rock out into the blackness of space, and you just drop to your knees in complete exhaustion.
okay.
So you can add to your talents
Telekinesis.
telekinesis. And if you give me a power check very quickly.
A power
That'll
check?
be actually give me a sanity check first, because that was pretty fucked up.
65. That's a pass.
Okay, now just give me a standard power check.
Power check. I got a 24 out of 90.
Yep. So that's extreme, wouldn't it?
No, not exactly. But I can. I'm strong-willed, so technically I can do 2 power checks. Get a bonus dice on all power checks.
Yep.
Yeah, the second one didn't do as well. So it's just a
hard.
A hard. Although I could push it to. I just need to get it to 18. That's just a couple of points.
I'll
do extreme. I'll do extreme.
So, as you're standing there, all your memories of when you were a child, you actually remember moments where you kind of even moved items with like blocks when you were just like small kind of little things, and you remember your parents being terrified and calling you the devil and things, and then them taking you to the church, and you remember a strange man in kind of dark robes and kind of black beard and everything, chanting as some candles were lit and people were there, and both your parents had to step forward and cut their hands and drip their blood into some chalices, and you were fed the chalice, and you remember in that moment the feeling of this power that you had within being sort of subdued and kind of locked away, and you remember kind of all these times where it's almost like the veil has been pulled away from your mind, and you have a kind of a new lease on life, as it were.
Okay. So where's the guy?
He's gone.
And am I still on the island? I mean, on the rock with...
You're still on the rock. And now there is one solitary cat, which is literally just watched. 1 minute its friend was there, and the next minute it's been flung off like into the outer space. And it's just sort of like as it floats away, trying desperately to grab onto something. Milton, you might want to give me a sanity check as well for seeing whatever the hell just happened to Dami. All of a sudden he was standing there, and the next thing you knew, he just sort of let out this almighty scream and or yell more like, and then the cat was just sort of
away.
Yeah.
I'm remarkably fine with this.
Yeah, well, in these circumstances, you're like, that's another less one we don't have to worry about. So all that we have left is, I'm calling this cat Theodore, and he's not very bright. He's missed almost every single attack. Yeah, so he's gonna, he's gonna, I guess, try and attack Milton, but he's very trepidatious about this.
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Dodge. 03.
No, he got a regular, so okay, you dodge him. Damia, Milton, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
Rock, meat, face.
Okay. He's going to try and attack back because he's hopeless.
They might not be.
Well, he got a 15.
I got a 98.
Okay, so that means you're going to be taking max damage on a claw.
Can I try to fling that cat?
You can in your turn, yeah. So that's going to be a one. It's going to be 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And this is to the leg.
Ow!
It just sort of claws down from your hip straight down.
Anyway, the reason I carried this.
Yeah. So 8 points of damage there. Okay, Danielle.
I'm going to see if I can fling the cat the way I did the other cat. I don't exactly know how to do it.
Yeah, that's where I'm getting the
skill. So you'd need skill points in it. I think it's not 0.
Where is the? Do you remember what page it's on off the top of your head?
Not off the top of my head, but I remember it's in the psychic section. It is
the 80s, maybe
84, and it starts at 0.
84. Yeah, so telekinesis starts at 0. Since he's given it to you, I'm going to give you starting points of 10, which is pretty nice. But You guys have taken some pretty big hits this game, so I'm going to give you a light at the end of the fucking tunnel.
Need it.
Well, I try to concentrate, but I got 65. So.
Okay. Do you want to spend luck, or do
Yeah.
you want to push?
That's too much. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do either one of those. But I might, if nothing's happening, then I might try to kick it the same way I tried to kick the other one.
Yeah, sure. Give me a wallop. He can't do anything because he fought back on
04.
4. Okay, so
Still just 3
it's
points.
preoccupied with Milton, so he takes the 4 points of damage. He kind of so now he's going to be at the top of this round. He's going to attack Damiel because you just kicked him in the jaw. Okay, he's going to bite you, so he's going for a bite.
I failed dodge, so.
Okay, he got a regular, so that is going to be a. Sorry,
I just got my powers. I'm just going to lose my life.
It's going to be a 1d6 plus 1d4.
Telekinesis, lose a soul.
That drops me below 0.
Okay, yep. So finally, Milton, you see as this cat sort of chomps down on Damiel's arm. He lets out a scream, blood spurts everywhere, he just sort of fades away out of existence.
Just me and you, pussy. Let's dance.
Cool. So, what do you want to do?
I'm going to dodge any of its attacks because my fight back is.
Oh no, it's done its attack on Damiel. So now it's your
rock to face.
Okay, attack. Yep.
Is this the only cat left?
Yeah.
I got 100.
Oh, that is tempting. How damaged is it looking?
It's taken 3 points.
I'm not spending 15 points of luck to make it a regular hit then, so no, I'm just going to miss.
Okay, you just both fail. I'm gonna make, so now he's lost 4 because he kind of bites down on something and hurts himself because he got 100, so he has to do something stupid. Bloody Theodore, I'm sick of this game. Actually, you know what?
That would be an automatic.
Give me
hit, wouldn't? Sorry. If you did
he failed. He failed because he failed his roll. If he'd got a regular, he would have done max damage. I would have given him max damage, but he failed his attack. Yeah.
I'd rather save the luck for dodging.
Give me. I think you've got pretty good. You got pretty good charm, don't you?
Charm?
No, you don't have good charm.
I've got really good persuade.
Yeah, give me a persuade roll.
You don't want to bite me, kitty cat.
This will be epic.
05 is an extreme on my persuade.
You know what? It got 100 on its thing. Persuade the cat for me.
Go, shoo. Fuck off, kitty. Go.
It's sort of it kind of goes, and it sort of starts to kind of like all of a sudden act almost kind of playful. And then like a normal cat, it just sort of comes up and starts to kind of like purr in a weird kind of alienish way, but it just starts to kind of like brush its head up against your leg, and be quite affectionate.
Okay, I'll pat it gently and like go home, boy, girl, thing, whatever. Mm-hmm.
It sort of kind of looks up at you with all its eyes and kind of it kind of it walks over to the edge of the thing and then kind of looks back and then sort of pushes its head, kind of like gesturing for you to follow.
All right, I've got an idea then, pussy. If I ride you, you get me to the door. Holy shit, this thing is intelligent. I'm gonna ride the cat.
Yeah. So yeah, basically, this you get on the cat's back, and it just starts kind of jumping all over thing and skidding through things as you're holding on to this weird kind of like jelly-ish kind of thing. And it scampers, it's all the way up, and you get to the door, and it sort of just stands there for you to get off, and then just sort of sits there patiently looking up at you in front of the door.
Okay, well, I'll stand near the door, ready to dive on through in case things turn sour, and kind of looking down at it, saying, "We're good."
And it sort of just kind of like starts to kind of.
Okay, I'll give it a scratch behind the ear.
Cool. And so then you want to go to the door?
Well, I'll kind of gesture. Do you want to? If we're good, do you want to come on through?
And the cat just sort of comes up to kind of by your leg and just sort of stands there waiting for you.
Okay. Hopefully I don't regret this. Get on, Theodore, and see if it comes on through with me.
So as you open the door, you can actually see into Argus's study, and you can see the four like the body, like all of your bodies just lying there on the floor of the study.
Yeah,
you walk through. You walk through, and everything goes black, and then you sit up with a start as you're back in the office of Ferdinand Argus, and sitting on your lap is a black cat, just sort of purring and flapping its tail.
I'm gonna stroke the cat very gently. What in the hell just happened?
Off to your left, you hear a groaning noise.
I'll see if it's hopefully Damiel, or even better, hopefully Owen.
Damiel is just groggling, getting up. He's got a couple of looks like cat, like small cat bites, kind of in his shoulder and his arms and everything like that. But he's slowly, kind of groggingly getting up. Tom, you have no luck points.
I have no luck points?
Yeah, you just, yeah. Owen, on the other hand,
avoid certain death.
Owen has no head.
What the hell? I suppose it's a bit pointless yelling for an ambulance, but I'm still going to do it.
Wyatt, give me a listen check.
17 out of 45.
Yeah, you hear some yelling and screaming coming from the house.
I run into the door.
So if you run in, and you go towards the screaming, and you walk into what looks like an office. There's bookcases all along the wall. There's a desk at the end of the room with a big wingback chair behind it. Owen's body is lying near the desk with no head. Milton and Damiel and another man seem to be lying there. Damiel and Milton are both yelling and screaming, and there seems to be a cat sitting on Milton's shoulder.
Now, when you say no head, is there blood? Like,
oh yeah, there's blood everywhere. It looks like the head has been torn off.
So, I just reactively.
Sanity check.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All of us.
56 out of 66.
Why didn't I die?
I'm still remarkably okay with
Pass.
Because you had luck, Damiel. That's how you did not die.
What do I take for a pass?
For a pass, is just going to be a 1d4.
A pass on D4 and a pass. Ow.
I rolled 4, but I'm going to use resilient, just soak it up.
Same.
Okay.
2 more luck.
And I kick in the staff instantly because I'm thinking,
Oh, right. Yep.
yeah,
Sure.
like there's obviously something going on. And then do I see Marsden?
No, you can't see Marsden.
I start screaming for Marsden now I'm saying kick, but I'm not kicking. I'm kicking Milton and Damiel, but like pushing them with the heel of my foot, like wake up, wake up.
I'm awake, I'm awake, okay?
The fuck is going on here? Marsden! I know he went around back, correct?
Yes, correct.
So I am gonna go back out and head towards
So you're going to go out the front door.
front, correct.
And you're going to go to the left or the right?
The path, however, I watched him walk because I was talking with him
Okay.
when we walked down there.
Yeah. No worries. What are Damiel and Milton going to do? You're obviously sitting in the study.
Kind of cradling the cat, making sure.
My entire reason for being here is Owen, so I don't know. Psychologically, I'm destroyed at this point.
Ouch.
Okay, so Wyatt, you kind of run around the back. Give me a listen check.
And I'm yelling for him. I'm like,
Sure.
you know what I mean? Almost at a light jog. 36 out of 45, basic, regular, whatever.
As you get around the back and you're kind of looking at the greenhouse and everything around, you hear the sound of a car out on the street pulling away.
What, like from behind?
No, like out from the, like back out the front of the house. You hear the sound of a car pulling, like a car engine starting up and heading off down the street. There's no sign of Marsden. Just to make this clear, all the stuff the space stuff, that was like an instantaneous moment for Wyatt and things like it, So not much time has passed.
I will obviously, if I don't see Marsden, I'll run out towards the front.
Yeah. So you run out towards the front to see a truck that seems to have gardening tools and everything in the back of it. Give me a spot hidden.
Uh, 57. Let me see. Spot hidden 55. I'll spend 2 points of luck to make it a normal.
Okay. You notice the driver of the car. You recognize him as a member of the League.
How far away is it?
Oh, a decent chunk, because the house is a decent chunk from the street. So yeah, it probably just over 15 yards.
Can I try and throw my staff like a javelin?
Yep. Give me a throw roll.
Ooh, I have some points in that. 23 out of 55. I will spend 4 points to make it a hard.
Okay, let me just bring this up. Sorry, I'll just get this out here. Okay. Spear is strength. So roll me a strength.
39 out of 70. It's just shy of a hard.
Okay, so it's supposedly when you throw a javelin, it is range is your strength in yards. So I said just over 15. So you managed to yeet your staff. Where were you aiming for on the truck?
I wanted to see if I could penetrate through the tires.
Ooh, that's what did you got a hard?
Hard, yeah.
It's a pretty good shot from that distance. So because you'd had to charge it, so it had the electrical going through it. Give me a luck roll.
15 out of 87.
Okay, So yeah, you managed to your staff hits the truck, and it doesn't hit a tire, but it smashes the window that's just behind the driver's seat of the truck. So it kind of swerves a little bit, and hang on, I need to find character. 1 second. Sorry about this, guys. He maintains control of the car, so the car hoons off down the street, out of sight. Give me a spot hidden.
68. I failed that.
Okay. Okay, what does everyone want to do?
I'm gonna walk over and pick up my staff off the floor.
Well, no, it's in the back of the car.
Oh, it's in the back of the car. Shit.
It smashed through the window of the guy's truck.
All right.
There's another car around. You could always start a vehicle chase.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna do that.
Okay. So you're gonna go. How's the best way? Give me a luck roll.
14 out of 87. And
Yep.
remember,
So Percy's car will have been out in the street. So his one will be there. So if you want to jump in and give me an electrical repair.
remember that's I have a pulp talent in that too. So
Yeah.
a 12.
Okay. So yeah, you managed to hotwire Percy's car, and you're gonna leave your buddies. But it makes sense, you're going after Marsden, so you're gonna head off after the gardening truck. Damiel and Milton, what would you guys like to do?
Well, I'm saying I'm cradling the pussy, and then making sure that got with one arm doing that, and the other arm probably round Damiel trying to console him.
Yeah, I don't know how to function. I'm sure I'm just sitting there for a few minutes, and then I'm probably just going to get up and leave.
Okay. Well, both of you, as you sort of you guys take a few moments, you probably hear the smashing glass and the car starting off, and probably Wyatt yelling a few times and car hooning off. After a few moments, you kind of get to your feet. Both of you can give me spot hiddens.
I'm thinking I'm going to call my cousin. Failed. We both failed.
I'm not that far off though, and if we need one of us to pass,
that would be handy.
I have
I'll
0
spend
luck.
the 8 points. I was going to say how far are you off? It's kind of pointless about luck. I'll spend the 8 points.
So you are kind of, as you kind of get up, you're near the desk. And I mentioned to Owen when he first was in here,
there was a book on there.
There was a book on the desk that had the symbol of the crystal, and you sort of out of the corner of your eye, and you see a few papers that are also on the desk, and these are the papers that you find. One memento.
Ooh. I was going to suggest looting the place anyway, so this is good that I found stuff to loot.
Yes, what we want.
Have we found Marston yet?
No, well, because he's.
I'm pretty sure Wyatt. Yeah. It's like Wyatt's pretty sure he knows where he is. Okay, this is what you find.
Right, March 25th, 19, or is that in 18? No, 1934.
19.
Yeah, 1934. My Lord Thecnoris, it is with great honor that I send you this Latin fragment. Hey, I speak Latin, that's great. Fragment of the narcotic text. The owner, one Lionel Montoya. Is that a T or a J?
Jimenez.
J.
So yeah, Jimenez, of somewhere in Spain. Parted with it dearly, but I was certain it held the secret of the crystal of Nafcon. That's close to that Nicotis word, or was it what we found earlier? Soon you'll be able to create a new shoe stone to find others like yourself. Vessels with bloodlines pure enough to host your countrymen. Ah, okay, so it's not random who they possess then. While I'm in Europe, I hope to uncover other fragments of the ancient wisdom before I must return. Your obedient servant, Leopold Fontanelli. May 11th, 1934. My liege, I apologise that I have so little good fortune in finding more fragments of the Narcotic text. So much knowledge has been lost over the eons. The 15th century Narcotic manuscript you have is sorely lacking, but it remains the best source, though even that pales in comparison to the one you consult in dreams. I still marvel at my own visit to that lingering shadow of Lomar, when I had the honour of witnessing you use the fabled Heart of Dreams to rescue the seeds of that poppy, long extinct in the waking world, as well as acquire a sacred cat from many-ringed something to guard your treasures. Your humble advisor, Leopold Fontanelli. He just likes leaving paper all over the place. April 16th, 1935. Master, success! I have uncovered an entrance to the inner world not far from here. My theory was correct. There must be numerous paths to the vast deeps below us. The myths of the Red Indians, confused and primitive as they are, hinted at a racial memory of a time when they lived below the surface. Why do I get the feeling now that my ex has got involved in something connected with this? Why mount an expedition to the impenetrable North Pole or formidable Himalayas? Certainly the hidden civilizations of Hyperborea or Aghati would be a great prize, but for all the expense, are the Nazis any closer to seizing either? Even the sanctuaries of the Lemurians and other refugees from lost lands rumored to exist under the Great Tetons or Mount Shasta are far enough away to ignore when we have an entrance in our proverbial backyard. After all, if forbidden Yan-Ho truly lies hidden between the poles, any path down might equally take us there. I'm already making the arrangements for our trip on May 3rd to something for ourselves, your transplanted countrymen, and some assistance from the League. With boundless anticipation, Leopold Fontanelli. Ea Shubnigurath. Norbert Blythe, no. Adelaide Hartley, no. Marguerite de Lacy, no. Hugo Northridge, no. Brandon Sterling, we know that name, no. Ivy Tinsdale, no. Neglos Dakilis something. Lendalo, Kethnos. Right, so that's who Brandon Sterling was. And Zaralta.
And you also find, as I said, the in one of the drawers of the desk, if you keep searching, which you said you would, you find a, it looks like an ancient scroll with kind of wooden rollers on the end, and the whole thing is in Latin. What's your Latin?
50.
50? Yeah. So straight off the bat, you can read that the this says the ancient Roman phonetic scroll.
Right.
So it's the one mentioned at in the.
Well, in which case, if there is a bag or suitcase or anything big enough, the whole lot is getting taken.
Yep, that's totally fine. So I'm guessing after that, after you've got all those pieces, you and Damiel are gonna try and get out of here somehow.
Well, yeah, I mean, otherwise have a look around for where Marston is, because we don't know what the hell happened.
Sure. So yeah, you guys probably do a search of the house. You don't find anything kind of. So there's a lot of occultish books in his library. You do find clothes and a couple of photos You do see a photo of Argus, kind of slicked back hair and the large, kind of twin-peaked beard, dressed very similar to myself now, with the jewel of Nefrenkar on the bottom, and yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything else. Nothing really else jumps out too much. But the book that he was there is actually a diary, and it explains that. Actually, I'll probably go into that in the next episode.
That'll take time to read anyway. I'm just at the minute grabbing everything and making sure that I've got a very happy kitty on my shoulder.
Yeah. So you guys do all that, and then you probably eventually try and head out. So you have no sign of. If you go out to the greenhouse, you'll find all the yellow poppies, and the scent of the flowers is the same smell of the smoke, or the yellow smoke that hits you. You also will have noticed in the room that when you guys were in the study, there were these little triggers in the wall that flung out, and that's what filled the room with gas when the desk was triggered. And Marsden, you come to. Your hands are bound, and your legs are bound, and you have a sack over your head, but you can feel. You can tell you're in some kind of vehicle that seems to be going quite fast.
I always carry a battered leather bag with various implements in it.
Yeah.
That
probably would have been on the ground. When Milton would have found that in the green room, the greenhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So that's that will tell them that something has arrived with me. Also, it has all my implements in it, so I'm fair. So I've got I have some sort of sack over my head, like burlappy.
Yeah, if you kind of feels like a burlap sack. You can feel that your hands have been bound and your legs have been bound.
All right. And is there light coming through the sacking on my face, or is it quite dark?
Yes. No, you can see sunlight.
Given that there's light, then I'm not in the trunk of a vehicle. I'm probably on the back seat of a vehicle. And so I shall clear my throat. You know, I was polite enough to introduce myself to you in the greenhouse. Since you've seen fit to abduct me, I think you might at least introduce yourself.
Okay, so you get no reaction from that. As I said, you can hear quite a screeching of tires and things. And as you're actually finding, as the car seems to turn, you kind of thrown against a multitude of different things.
You know, this is extremely uncomfortable and uncivilized. You could have simply issued an invitation.
All right, Wyatt.
Yep.
Give me a. This is going to be it wouldn't be a con check. Give me a drive check, I guess.
Yeah. And as I'm driving, I click on my seatbelt and throw up my hood of my armor, and I put my armor on, pull it up with the other hand. I have, remember my pulp talents, so I'm good with machinery and everything. 09. And what I was planning on doing was flooring it and doing a pit maneuver.
Okay, let's have a look. Wyatt. I just got to read your talents real quick. So, handy, mechanical, operate heavy one. Okay, so that's mechanic, electrical, mechanical, and operate heavy machine. That's not drive.
Right, I still have a 50 in drive, and I just got a extreme.
Yeah, he got a 06. So in a chase, that means you stay at your pace.
Okay.
And he stays at yours, and he is a better driver than you. So you can try, but it just means you're gonna have to get past. So He pulls out in
What
front
I'm
of
trying to do,
the main street.
get up to him and clip the back of his bumper and send him spinning.
Okay, cool. So yeah, he's kind of swerving through traffic, and he's a decent chunk in front of you. Had a pretty good head start.
I'm just being reckless though. I'm trying to ram the car. I'm not going for.
Oh yeah, no, but I'm saying you're nowhere near him. You're
right.
you're not near
But
him yet.
if I need to side swipes, I'm balls to the walls on this. I don't give a shit if I run somebody over. I'm not dodging people.
Oh, okay.
Nothing's
That
stopping.
case,
Yeah.
give me a luck roll, and it will have to be.
That's my whole point. I don't give a shit. They just in my head, this guy just blew off Deutsch's head and has Marsden in the car. I'm ramming him off the road. 24. What was that for luck?
And what? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. I got 87 right now.
Okay. So far you've damaged some cars and some public property, but you haven't damaged anyone else. Give me a drive roll.
All right, 37, and I will spend as much luck as I need to make it an extreme.
Well, he got a 30, so he's on a hard. So you'll need to knock that down to a stream if you want to catch up with him.
So I need to spend 24 points. I'll do that.
Okay. So what's your move rate? 9.
What do you mean?
If it's in a vehicle chase, it's the move rating is determined by the vehicle.
Vehicle, yeah.
So trucks generally have a lower move rating than a car. You want page 145 of the core rulebook.
Okay, thank you. I'll bring that up on here because it makes it easier. 135, you said.
145.
145. Okay. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah. So
the
trucks
investigator's
range
handbook.
No, the keeper handbook, the keeper rulebook.
The keeper handbook.
Yeah.
Cool.
Trucks have a move rate of between 13 and 14, but cars, it depends on what type of car it is that he's got. It could be 13, 14, 15, or 16, depending on what he's got.
Okay, so here we go. We've got the truck, so it's going to be 14. So he is going to be, you've got 13 because it's car economy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he has a better move rate with a pickup truck for 14. So he's got one more move rate than you. Okay.
But I got
Sweet.
an extreme.
Sorry?
I got an extreme, so doesn't that add? Like, what's the bonus of getting the extreme?
I think that's you're trying to perform the maneuver using the vehicle.
Yeah, exactly. He was 2 spaces ahead of you when you first start off because he got quite a big head start.
Right. Right.
So you're starting to catch up with him at this point, is what it is. So you're getting closer to him. Okay, in that case, give me another luck roll to see if you're.
Now I'm down to 63 luck. 22.
Okay, so that's fine. Again, you're damaging a fair amount of public property and cars, but no people yet, which is great. And then drive rolls.
14.
He got a regular, so you're now pulling up to kind of the back of his. You're right behind him in his in where he is, and he's starting to really he's flooring it. He's seeing how reckless you're being with taking people out, so he is going to.
We lost David.
He's coming up to a red light, and he is going to. Yep, he's going to plow through it and take out 3 people as he hoons. Yep, as he hoons through a red light, he's going to take out 3 people in an attempt to get away from you. Give me a listen check real quick, Wyatt.
23 on. I don't know where it is. Oh, yeah, that's just 1 shy of a hard.
Okay. In that case, yes, you can hear amongst all the screaming and the clawing metal and the engines going, you can hear police sirens getting closer. Okay, driving checks.
Oh boy.
Whoa, sorry, my dice rolled out.
Exactly a 50. Which is my
Okay.
skill.
He got 100, which means
He wrecked.
his car's flipping. So you managed to chip the wheel, and it flips his car, and everything kind of flings out and everything, including Marsden. So how am I going to do this? Okay, let's go with...
There is vehicle collisions and such, and a couple of pages on from there where it lists the kind of type of damage for
yes.
different impacts.
Here we
Just
go.
for gold, you substitute hit points if it's for people.
Yes, okay, here we go. Yeah, here we go. A wreck, a truck outright, almost certain the car. Okay, damage. Okay, so he is... Marsden, roll me 2 d10s.
We have a 3 and a 2.
Okay, so take 6 points of damage
Are we?
as you get obviously thrown from the back of the truck, flung through the air. You have kind of no idea of kind of what's going on or whatnot. Give me a spot hidden, Wyatt.
Depending on how I was bound, that would involve limb damage, I would think, too.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I mean, if my hands are tied behind my back, that's going to be messy.
Wyatt, spot hidden.
Oh, I'm sorry. Fuck, 90.
Okay, you do not see
Do not drive over me.
Marsden. You do not see Marsden flip out. So yeah, give me a drive roll. Let's see how well you are at avoiding the car.
Oh, I see what you mean. 16.
Okay, so you managed to miss the car and everything that sort of comes out of it. Yep. So the truck's obviously come to a stop and everything's sort of been flung out. What do you want to do?
I leave the car and I put it in a park, leave the door open and walk right towards the car, looking for Marsden and my staff.
Okay. In that case, give me a spot hidden.
21.
21. You spot Marsden. He seems to kind of be off he's underneath a bunch of like gardening equipment, a wheelbarrow and that kind of stuff, but you notice his shoes and probably a jacket off to the side.
Do I see the staff?
Not at this point.
I walk to the driver's door and I begin wailing, punching.
Yes, you're going to go over to the driver's door.
Yup.
Okay.
Did he take damage from the...
How's the surprise attack work?
If it is declared a surprise, then generally the poor victim doesn't get to roll in defense against it.
Okay, you do not get to roll in defense of a shotgun blast, Wyatt.
But can I an attack or an attack roll?
No, because you don't see.
Oh, all right.
Because you've gone up to the door and he's just blasted through the door.
All right.
So you're going to be getting, and I've rolled for him, so he's got his thing. Now I just need to bring up. I didn't think we'd get this far tonight, which is why I'm a little bit disorganized. That's okay. Here we go. Okay, so I'm rolling a 4d6. Jesus Christ. 6. 1, 5, and a 6.
That's 18 minus 3 for the army. 15
Yeah.
points of damage. Leaving
All
me
right,
with
so you
7.
take 15 points of damage, and he puts you on your ass. Yeah. He, as obviously you kind of hit the ground as the buckshot hits you, or the shrapnel for the, and you kind of groggingly kind of pulls himself up over the thing. He kind of manages to slide himself out, and he's now kind of slowly to his feet. There's blood trickling down his head, and he's looking over at you, and Marsden kind of tied up on the ground there, and he can hear the sirens off in the distance, and everyone sort of around, seeming to be kind of looking around and things, and he's starting to panic a little bit. What are you doing? Are you kind of being defensive, or are you kind of aggravated?
This is life and death. I'm going to rip his throat out if I have to bite it out with my teeth.
Okay, so if you're going to be aggressive, he is going to try and put the last, the other shot into you. Okay, so it's going to be, what's your dex?
65.
He has 70, so he's going to make a move before you. Are you going to dodge or fight back?
No, fight back.
Okay, he's going to
And I'll use every point of luck to make it work.
Okay, he got a 12, which is
I got a
extreme.
19, and I will spend every fucking luck. I'll bring it to a 1. If I need to.
That works. Just clarifying, that works. Even though they both got extremes, if he takes it to a 1.
1 counts as a critical rather than extreme, so it does break the tie.
So I gotta spend.
What if this character has luck?
Shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's.
Then it becomes they both have the same level of success. If he wants to burn luck to bring it down to a 1, you abide by.
Well,
1.
I mean, there's no reason why he wouldn't.
So
They both,
as you said, life and death.
kill each other.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. So that means
still resolve on a tie. Which one's the aggressor?
him.
Then he would win because the other person needs to get a better degree of success if they're fighting.
Right. Yeah.
But
so
wait,
he's
I
gonna be
thought
spending-
I thought Wyatt's the aggressor.
No. He got a higher dex.
And also plus 50 for having a ready firearm anyway.
Of course, yeah. Okay, so 4d6. 6.
Well, it wouldn't, again, being the rules advocate, it's
would be
max damage
max.
because it counts as an impale.
So
But
it's 4d6.
A shotgun doesn't impale, so it just does max damage, which will be 24.
Yeah. So 24
So-
points of damage.
As I see the blast coming, I completely turn around, letting my armor get the full brunt of it, and I spend all my luck and because that would have killed me.
Yep. Okay, so, but I'm guessing you're going to go still at that point? Like, so you'll take the hit and then go still?
Well,
Or you...
I'm gonna have to recover from death, so I'm out.
Yeah.
No, you regain 1d6 plus 1 hit points at the end of the scene, but you're effectively out of the scene with 0.
Yeah. So yeah, you basically kind of take the hit, but the force of the attack will knock you out.
Mhm.
After this, he's finished it. He kind of tosses his gun to the side, and he sort of limps off into the distance. Marsden, you've heard some gunshots go off and everything. You're pretty banged up, and eventually you hear the sirens come up, and you hear voices going, "What the hell is going on here?" And then someone comes over and unties your bounds and pulls the sack off your head, and you can see in the road just kind of a bleeding mass of holes. Wyatt is kind of crumpled up in the fetal position on the ground with some paramedics and people around him trying to kind of see what's going on. And we're going to leave the episode with that.
Bloodbath in episode 4.
That was fucking incredible. That was so good. It's like the
Our
pulpiest.
Our players included Jason Melanchok, Matthew Sanderson, David Gasway, Mark Anthony, and myself with Zane Fleming as the Keeper of the Secrets. We have a Discord server where you can chat with our other members. You can set up a private game, and you can learn the finer arts of gameplay and game mastering. There's a link below. We provide audio-only versions of our shows free for you to download from Podbean or iTunes. The costs involved with the show are provided almost entirely by our patrons. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. If you'd like to help support our show, please visit our Patreon account. Just $1 a month helps us a lot. You can find a link in the description below. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and punch the bell icon for updates on our latest shows. And leave us some comments. We enjoy reading them and answer any questions you might have. This is Tom Rayleigh, together with all the members of our gaming club, inviting you to journey with us once again into the darkness for another adventure into the universe of H.P. Lovecraft and the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. Until next time, good luck and good gaming.